can summarize it, there are tips that can help international students, those that are either they're in Nigeria, most like international students they're in Nigeria now, whether
from any other country.
International students from any other country that is looking to, they've gotten admission coming in for first year. What are some advice you can give them?
To them? I think the first thing is to be yourself and know that you're not to please anyone. First of all, you're there because you deserve to be there. If you're an international student in Canada, then you're paying a whopping amount of money.
Yes.
So whatever you're paying is higher than any local students there. So you deserve the best. Don't let anybody talk down on you, look down on you. If your accent is different from the normal accent, what they consider normal accent, speak it.
Yes.
Everybody will understand. I always say this, if you can understand me, if I'm having a monetary transaction or conversation with you, why can't you understand me if I'm speaking this way? What's your excuse? Right? So you just have to be yourself, be confident in your own skin. You know, always remember that you're representing yourself, like I say, your family, and then your country, and then your race, especially if you're black. Obviously, if anything happens, that's the first thing they would say, right? So make sure that you're informed.
Yes, that's one thing I wanted to say.
Obviously, I was not well informed, and it's very difficult when there are things for you to know, but you don't know that you don't know them. So how can you ask the questions? Is by going out and mingling. So if like in my first year, I belonged to different clubs. Humanity First at York, where I went to volunteer at a shelter, and then I belonged to Law Society. Like my major, they had a club, Law Society members. I belonged to that association too. I would attend meetings. You know, I would go to different law firms downtown. You know, get to know, and from getting to know, you hear things. Then you begin to probe and ask questions. That is easier than for you to stay isolated. And then it's good if you mingle with people from other ethnicities, other countries as well. It gives you a broader perspective, because that's what Canada is. Canada is made up of different people from different nationalities, different ethnicities, people that see the world differently. So it's good if you're Nigerian, mingle with Ghanaians and Chinese people, Korean people. Everybody just mixes. Indians, everybody. Then that's
university too.
It's the beauty of Nigeria, it's the beauty of culture. I mean, if you have this Chinese friend or Korean friend or Italian friend or Iranian friend, then you try their food. You go to these restaurants, you go places together. Like, it gives you a better perspective. And then
it makes it more fun.
And it's nice when you mingle with the locals. I always say locals because, you know, the Canadians who were born here, they know the city. Like, for example, if you're in first year and you're in second and you know a person who has lived in residence in first year before, now they're in second year, they will know more about the residence than
yourself. So you ask questions.
You know, for example, you have night porters who used to live in residence. They work and they school. It's something called work study. I realized on my student permit, I had the permission to work in school 20 hours a week. So I was interested in working. I just wanted to work and see what it felt like. I've never worked before. So I got acquainted with I used to ask questions I used to ask night porters questions. I also joined the residence night, I think, what was it called? Residence Council in Stone Residence.
Because you used to attend meetings.
I used to attend meetings a lot. I had a lot of free time. I would go to Stone Residence Council. They would talk about, you know, night porter or dawnship jobs. I was interested in it. So that's where I would get to learn more information, volunteering and learning more stuff. So by knowing those information, I will know what questions to ask. And then I will know the right people for answers, because when I have questions, you will ask the wrong people and they lead you astray. So that's another thing. So
and you pay for those things.
You pay for those things. You will have events. See, events, they will tell you events there's free food. The food is not free. It's from your tuition money. I always say nothing is free in this life. Somebody is paying for it, and it's your pocket that is coming out from. So you exhaust everything exhaustible. But if you're in your first year, you will have more time. The more you go to second year, third year, you have a job, you have full-time school, you will start losing things, losing time, right? And then I also was part of the Nigerian Students Association.
Yes.
We had multicultural.
You did some dance.
Yeah, I did dance and I did a cultural week.
See the picture.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. Yeah, or maybe we'll add it. And then we had multicultural week, and that thing I loved about York University. We always had multicultural week. Everybody will come, will plan, will eat. It's very, very nice. At least having that little Nigerian community. So we had that. I mingled with the Nigerian Students Association there. And then I was part of many, many things in my first year. Yeah. But as I continued to grow further in school, time was, of course, I was taking on more courses and I was now working, so I didn't have as much time, right? So something else that I didn't mention was during my residence meeting, I had my first residence meeting. I didn't know anything about like a Facebook group. for the floor. So I didn't know much of what was happening. Like they would have things like floor events that I was not aware of, because obviously I was not on the floor, and I'm not one to be like reading signboards.
So that's something
people posters. Should do. That's something to look out for.
You should always
there
read
TVs.
Yeah, the TV monitors and
to tell you what's going on. Signboards. People will have posters everywhere. So if you're interested in stuff, you can just calm down, read, and see what's going on around you. I wasn't too knowledgeable about what was going on, so I would only attend residence council meetings and then floor meetings, because they were compulsory. If not, they would revoke my guest privileges. So yeah,
it's good to have those information as well, because now it's technology. So now Facebook is there, so get in touch, and then ask questions. Ask people questions, and excuse me, I don't know this, and then just have fun, but study, right? Yeah. Those are your common sense
things.
Tips.
Yeah, well,
so be involved in activities, mingle with a diverse crowd to be able to get a feel of what the university life is about. Ask questions, go for events, things like that. You paid for it, so exhaustive. So you better utilize it. Attend meetings also, like those your rest council meetings. I used to go for the Law and Society meetings when they would invite me, people to come in and give talks. I would go there. It was fun while it lasted, because I learned more about my program. Sometimes you learn about your program. Sometimes some specific courses you should take or you should not take.
Professors you should take,
and things like that.
Little knowledge, nothing is wasted, right? Yeah. I also took a full course load, 30 credits, so I was always writing essays. You used to
let's talk for another
every week you will read all my essays and all of that, and
so I guess
I'm looking through my notes to see
if you missed out on anything.
There are a few funny stories. Well, occasionally occasionally I'll go visit my friends who were in other universities, obviously, and then I also got scammed in my first year. So we've done that video. You can have a watch.
Yeah, the scam was my first year. Yeah,
my first year.
You check out the educational series, phone scam
for that. And then what else is here? I used to eat a lot of agege bread.
She survived on agege bread.
Agege
bread is Nigerian sweet bread.
Delicious. A lot of that. And then I think this one time my friend and I made eba in a rice cooker.
Eba in a
rice cooker. Yes.
Because of common sense.
When you don't have a Nigerian or an African restaurant,
you improvise.
You make do with what you have.
Yes.
I use that microwave to stupor to be making Indomie. Yes, Nigerians, they are microwavable noodles, or our Indomie in Nigeria.
You use common sense.
We use common sense and microwave to make them.
Somebody got to survive, right?
Yes. And then also, it was also in my first year I became interested in knowing more about jobs on campus. And I guess in my second year video, I would address how I got my first job on campus and all of that. And then apart from that, I think I was one of the last students to have an exam written. So because my program is last decide, so I was among the school was empty.
Every time you always left that on 20th.
Yes, every time people would have finished writing the exam, I would be the only one on campus. So I was among the last people to leave, and in many international students' fashion style, we have nowhere to go to after that. But
that's another thing. Every 8 months,
I'm always parking on the road and moving. So
I think that's where people move out of residence.
After first year. It's very uncommon to have second year and above people living on campus, right? Because you always have to move out. Even for Christmas break, it's compulsory for you to leave. If not, you have to pay extra. And I don't understand that. If I already paid for 8 months, why are you charging me for 2 weeks? That's
yes. Why?
Doesn't make sense to me.
It's true,
right?
I understand.
So,
right?
I mean, I spent Christmas with you, so that was amazing for me.
That's
to eat some good Nigerian food in the US. So, but I think I've covered
everything. Trust me, this notebook is filled with a lot of things.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to miss out on anything that will help anyone, that would be of help to anyone.
Yeah, and then I ate a lot of Domino's pizza as well. So everyone on my Snapchat is ordering pizza, so I decided to treat myself with a large Domino's Bay. Yeah. This is just in case if you didn't see. So the cushion says, hot, oven baked. You gotta be careful around with shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Domino's, you all should come and I should be your ambassador. We should be your ambassador. Domino's and Booster Juice.
Especially Booster Juice.
What's going on?
Booster Juice. You took Booster Juice from your first year to your final year. And she introduced the family.
Yes.
Can you imagine your graduation?
My
all
Nigerian
of us
parents.
were Booster Juice.
Literally, after
drinking Booster Juice.
All of us.
It was a Booster Juice affair.
So yeah, that's how it went. I think you've asked me my questions. If you have any questions in the comment section, you can ask me.
Yeah, yes, you can let us know, and then I think Ella will be able to respond. But I think there's one more thing. How did you cope with stress?
Oh, stress
in first year? Because
like I said, I like to be in control of things, so I never like to admit the fact, even when I'm stressed. But I know when I'm stressed, I used to have lots of pimples.
Yeah,
I will be hearing my collarbone. I have a stress vein.
Yeah.
So you see it. So will I say I used to sleep alone? No. If I'm upset, for example, from a class and I come back, I'll call Yo-Yo and vent. Yo-Yo is very good with that. It helps me a lot with my mental.
I think I'm a machine. Yeah, I'm a listening machine.
Yeah,
so
she would just call her.
Just listen.
She just listened to what I had to say, and then people would just think of something funny and laugh about it, and then I would suggest a Nigerian movie, and then we'll both go and watch the movie and come back and give review separately because obviously she was in US watching in Canada, and the Wi-Fi in York was the best Wi-Fi ever, very fast compared to CIC where I was coming from. So York, I give you props for that, great Wi-Fi. So I would watch Nigerian movies, Nigerian comedy, listen to Nigerian, anything that took me back home. See, I could starve myself for a whole day just because I didn't like the food on campus. And then the evening, I'll get on the bus, go to the Nigerian restaurants, buy jollof rice or bono soup, pounded yam, everything, come back home, watch videos, take Snapchats and videos, make myself happy, speak to Yo-Yo for hours. So it's the little things. Honestly, little things. And then I discovered court shows like Judge Judy and stuff like that.
Yes.
So and I'm interested in law, right? So I started watching stuff like that. I would be watching these things, anything that uplifted me or made my spirit happy, I would be listening to and watching them. And I was amongst people that, would I say, uplifted my spirit. So I had good friends in first year. I would say you have to be around a positive group of people, right?
Yeah.
Who cannot be bringing you down. So I had lively friends, as in a lively friend circle and stuff like that. So I enjoyed my first year. I would not change anything because those experiences have made me who I am today. Yeah, exactly. So that was how I dealt with stress.
Well, we hope that everyone, this is as organic as it is, because you see, when I ask that one question and list another story, it's an experience. Okay, it's not a tips. It's not just a tips. So in an experience, you have all these tips. I hope, I'm looking at the book. It's filled up with. She's marking everything and she's seeing
one thing.
What thing did you want to ask?
My first day of school.
What was your first day of school like?
Well, when I went to school or going to class, right? I almost got lost too. But York University, there's a map. The school has a whole map. I had to learn the meaning of what short letters meant. Like for example, if they say BC, it means Bethune College. SC means Stone College. 0 is for basement, and then the room number. So I learned stuff like that. My first class was philosophy. Philosophy. It was in a basement. I wanted to know more.
Philosophy in a basement.
The teaching was in the basement. I had tutorial sessions and stuff like that. And then I think what else did I want to say about my first? And for the ladies or even for the guys, there's this thing in Nigeria. They call it October Rush. So there are some evil people on campus who are probably not even students in the university.
You have to be careful.
They come there to look for who to pray on, however it's pronounced, right? So you have to, and trust me, they know who is new, because I went through that, right? So you have to be careful with who you smile at, or who you want to mingle as friend, or who you want to call your friend.
Or who you want to always invite into your
residence or your space.
Yes, you have to be very careful.
You have to be watchful. Not everybody means well for you. At the end of the day, irrespective of where you are, so you have to be watchful for.
You are not in
people
the world.
Yes, don't give anybody your passwords to anything.
No.
If you're noticing anything fishy, report to the school authorities or call 911. You're probably helping out somebody else that might have probably gone through it or is yet to happen, right? So
exactly.
You have to be watchful. As much as they are good people, they are also bad people.
So just use wisdom and common sense and your instincts. Okay? All right. Yeah. I think we've exhausted everything once again.
That's it. But that's it. That's it.
We hope that you've been able to learn one or two things. And this is Ella's experience. Every other person can be different.
Yeah.
You know, but this is an organic experience. And if you really want to understand where the journey is starting from, like we said, go and watch those first 2 videos how she was shipped to Canada. Okay? And we hope that everyone has enjoyed listening to this session.
Of course. You didn't even ask me one thing.
Because
I'm always remembering. How am I going to remember now?
Remember what? I didn't ask you any questions.
You didn't ask me one question.
I asked you questions.
One question, one particular one that people will be interested in knowing. Because when you go to school to study. Some people will not ask. No, not even that. But as a party, I didn't party like that. So the question is,
which
what was
my
study? Like, did I go to the library?
Hey, that's what I was asking for tips now.
Okay.
Now this is the question. I don't know how somebody will. When I first started to do this stuff in her final year, Madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever use the York University Library?
In my first year, no. I did not even enter the library at all. See, I don't. Like, I found
Ella doesn't
overwhelming.
Ella doesn't read with people.
I don't like it. I can't.
So when there's crowd,
it freaks me out. I don't crowd and a lot of books in one place.
Yeah,
I didn't use it.
This is someone that wants to be a lawyer.
Or
a lawyer.
Lawyers, I can have the books here now, but don't tell me it's in the library to go and read them.
Oh, okay.
I read my.
But she can borrow the books from library.
I was excellent.
Yeah, first class. So yeah, it's okay. So
I don't want to brag, but I did not attend any study. I didn't have any study groups.
No.
I mean, we had group projects, which.
Because that's common.
That's common in school, right? But I did not have that. You know how people will have study group, they will study together for this thing, for the exam, they're asking themselves questions right from time. As I grew into understanding myself, my study pattern was alone, and I will be listening to
music, meditation music.
Not only meditation, you know all these tunes they play in movies.
Meditation tunes, sorry.
All these tunes, for example, soundtrack from movies like what kind of movies? I
think the Esther
movie, or this one that they did, Hidden Figures.
Those soundtracks.
Soundtracks. I'll download them and be listening to them. Then I'll be right as I just enter the room. I'll just write my essay. And if I'm tired of the music, I'll just start watching Joe Judy. Just be listening. So strange.
I think things over time you will figure out what works for you, your reading pattern and all that stuff. But in our first year, I don't she
first year and second year.
In the library.
Well, second year in the end, somebody made me enter. And I was like, why are there so many books, so many people here? But yeah, anyways, that's it. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you.
No.
I think I was saving it for final year.
It was a final year. Final year, we'll talk about it again because final year now.
Okay. All right. Please don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video.
Yes.
And don't forget to comment.
If you have any questions,
if you have an experience with your own university in first year,
let us know. As an international or local student,
international or local student, wherever you're from, your tips, your whatever advice to help somebody out there. Okay,
and regardless of the country where you schooled,
even
whether it's in Canada or America or Nigeria or Australia, it doesn't matter. Let us know.
Yes,
we want to know about other people's experiences as well.
Exactly. And as we usually say, may common sense
never depart from you.
Bye.